Hi guys, it's me, Rusty 78609 in Central Texas. It's sprinkling rain this morning, so I'm not going to go do my walking right now. I may drive over to a local store, Lowe's Hardware, which is big enough to go walking in, and I probably will here in just a little bit. But first I wanted to respond to another question that was sent to me related to one of my videos. The video was about camping in a Prius, and the comment was from the Real Men's channel. So check out that channel. Anyway, the question was, do I know of any good places in Arizona? I assume that means good places to camp in a Prius. Not too many, because I don't go into Arizona that much. I primarily stay in New Mexico, southern Colorado, southern Utah. Have I ever been into Arizona? Yeah, I have. And a good place to camp, of course, you're probably very familiar with this one, is north rim of Grand Canyon. And, you can catch it, before school's out. It's not too crowded. Or after September the 4th, it's not too crowded. But during the summer, it's pretty well packed, and you'd probably have to have reservations to get in there. It's up in the elevation, so be prepared for some cool nights, cool days. But it is beautiful, I have to tell you. And for me, it's a national park, so I only have to pay. I think I had to pay $7 a night for camping. And but another place near there, not too far from there, is Page, Arizona, the Glen Canyon Dam area. And there's places you can camp around there for free. You just pull off into these little campsites alongside the lake, and 8 times out of 10 there's nobody there, and you can camp there. Also, this is in the northeastern part of Arizona. You get into Monument Valley, just right near the border of southeastern Utah and northern Arizona. It's on the Navajo Indian Reservation, and you can go camping there, but you're going to need permission from the Navajo people. You just drive. There's a town there. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but you go in there and you can get a permit to go out and camp in the Monument Valley area. The reason the Navajos are so picky about that is because that's considered a religious area for them. In fact, I believe that the Navajo National Monument is out in the Monument Valley area. So be sure and get permission before you go camping out there. But just north of that is some great camping. I'm talking about southeastern Utah, right north of the Four Corners area. Excuse me. And just north of the Four Corners area, you can get into Arches Park. You get into Cedar Breaks. Of course, right on the Colorado-Utah border is a little national monument called Hovenweep. And Hovenweep is a great little place to go camping, I promise you, because there's nobody hardly ever there. And it's surrounded by a Bureau of Land Management camp area. I mean, it's an area that's maintained by the Bureau of Land Management. And it's free camping. And it's just thousands of acres that there's all kind of roads that you can go in and camp for free. And then if you need to, you can come over to Hovenweep and use the facilities. They got, of course, they got restrooms there, but they also have drinking water, which they don't have on the Bureau of Land Management campsites. It's just all like public land. You're on your own. But it's pretty nice. You have to be careful out there on the Bureau of Land Management camping, because the animals don't know who you are, so to speak, and will they check you out? Yeah, because you just drove. It'd be like somebody driving into your backyard to go camping. You want to know what the hell they're doing. So animals are pretty much that same way. And as far as any other areas that I can think of course, you know, when you get around Flagstaff, of course, that's mostly national forest, and but there are some places. I think it's let me see. I got a map. I can't remember the number of that highway. I want to say like 89. It goes north, and there's a thing called, I think, Sunset Crater National Monument, and you can go. It used to be you could go out in there and camp. Now I'm not sure if you can now or not. It's been years ago, but those are the few of the areas that come to mind. Yeah, North Rim is wonderful. I promise you, it is. It is really beautiful. It's well worth the trip. You know, Glen Canyon Dam, Page, Arizona. If you get there in the early summer or September, it's really nice. It's not bad at all. But it's summertime. It can be a little hot, and I mean the sun is just blistering. But the lake is beautiful. It is. You know, you can rent a boat and go out on the lake, or you can rent a canoe and paddle around if that's your thing. I didn't. I mean, I'm 70 years old. I was like 65 or 66 when I was out there, and it's very beautiful. And let's see what else. Also, I did a video that I'm going to post today too. It's about. I'm telling you, my videos are a total variety. I promise you. This is the video I did yesterday that I'm going to post this morning. Is it's on a thing to cut the hair in your nose and in your ears. I mean, I was using an electric razor that had an adapter, and you kind of did, you know, and it didn't work too good. So anyway, I went to Walmart 2 or 3 months ago and bought a little thing that's specifically designed for that, to trim those hairs, and it works. And so anyway, I did that video. But anyway, as to camping in a Prius, I got to tell you, let me add this. Whenever you're traveling anywhere in the whole world, and no matter how you go, if you're comfortable, you're not traveling. If you're comfortable, you're at home. Because when you travel, I promise you, most of the time you're not comfortable. I mean, I don't care if you're staying in a hotel or a $500,000 motorhome. It's just the way it is. Now, camping in a Prius, it's wonderful. The freedom of the road, it's cheap, you're flexible. I mean, if you don't like your spot, boom, punch that little blue button or whatever color you got, and you're out of there. And but you know, again, it's camping. But I sleep extremely well in my Prius. I have never had any problem with sleeping. The only problems I've had were two. One, insects. No matter where you go, there's going to be an insect, whether it's flies, plain old flies, or step two, biting flies. Those are irritating as hell. 3, mosquitoes. Of course, if you're in the high desert, you're not going to be bothered too much by mosquitoes, maybe every now and then. But in national forests, every now and then you can run into them, and they'll be there by the millions. The fourth and worst of all of them is no-see-ums, that microscopic mosquito that you can hardly see. Sometimes you can catch it in the sunlight like gnats because they kind of pile together by the millions, and you can see clusters of them. But if you see those, you know, go ahead and get out your spray and do the best you can, because they want to get in your hair. That's where they got me anyway. And God, they're irritating little bastards. And but other, you know, of course, I've got some spray, insect spray that doesn't contain DEET. You can get it at national parks. It's about $5 for a little spray bottle, and you may get it over the internet. It's DEET-free insect spray, and it does real good. You know, put some around your shoes, on your shoes and socks, bottom of your pants, sleeves, around your neck, maybe a little on your hair. I don't like to put anything on my face, but that cuts it by about 90% just doing that. And also, if you put the spray on your shoes, on your socks, then you don't have to worry about ticks, because there are ticks. And you know, if you stand somewhere for a while taking a picture or observing the beautiful scenery, you know, they can attach to your shoe, and you don't know it. And then you sit somewhere for a while. Next thing you're on your sock, then you're on your clothes, then they're on you. And there are some illnesses. There's some illnesses that these things, or sicknesses that can be transferred to humans from these ticks. So have I been bothered with them? No, I've never been bothered with ticks at all. Mainly biting flies, mosquitoes, and no-see-ums. Other than that, no problem. Are they everywhere? Not really. Some places are, it's amazing. Sometimes you'll go to a place and there will not be any insects at all. You can sit outside and make you a meal and hardly see a fly. And then on the other hand, I went into Crestone, Colorado. There's a little campground just north of there, elevation about 8,000 feet. I was there last summer, and I'd been there 2 years before, and it was beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I was there in May. It snowed, la la la. This time, a year ago, I pulled into the campsite. I got some pay envelopes first, and found a campsite, pulled in, got out of the car, stood outside for about 1 minute, and there were millions of mosquitoes. I got back in the car. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. So I went back into the little town, which is about 3 miles away, 2 miles from where I was, and asked the guy I got out of the car in the town. The mosquitoes are everywhere. I mean, it's just in the middle of the day. And so I asked the guy, I said, man, what is this? And he said, well, it's the worst mosquito infestation they've ever had, but the town doesn't want to spray because it's all these tree huggers, which I guess is fine, but they didn't want to spray the little insects because it kills other insects, la 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 la. So therefore they had billions of mosquitoes. But again, it was kind of hit and miss. So then I moved up, and that's another thing. Whenever you're camping, whether you're in a Prius or any other thing, always have a backup. Always have 2 sites or 3 sites in mind, because I promise you, sometimes you'll get to your primary site and it'll be crap. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be, and or it's closed. You never know that. You may not be able to find that on the internet. You just drive up there and a sign says closed for the season or fire ban closed, whatever, and there you are. But if you have a backup, then you can go to the backup site. And I did. I went up into, you'll love this. I went north about 80 miles. I can't remember the name of the town, but it was in Colorado, and camped at a Walmart. Walmart camping ain't bad, folks. I got to tell you, it's free, and there's a website that will tell you which Walmarts you can camp at. Now, most of the high tourist areas, if the Walmart is in a high tourist area like Pagosa Springs, Colorado, you're not going to camp there. That's out. But most of the Walmarts will let you stay overnight or 2. And is there an advantage? Yeah, it's fairly safe. I never was bothered. I've camped at Walmarts 3 or 4 times. Not a problem at all. You can get up in the morning, if you're in your Prius, you can get up in the mornings and go use their restroom. And while you're in the store, you can pick you up some breakfast if you choose to, orange juice, whatever you want, which is very convenient. The downside of Walmart is that there's cars coming and going all night long. Of course, if you park way over to the edge where most of the campers do, it's not a problem. And you can just put some of the Prius campers put up a little dowel and put in window shades and all that crap. You can do that if you want to. I did it the first time I went. Never again. Too much crap. No, if you need that, just roll down the window on the side that you're sleeping on, and put you a towel up in there and then roll the window back up. That's all you need. That's cool. That'll work fine. And then if you need to run your fan or your AC, that's not a problem either at Walmart. And because at some national parks, state parks, they don't like for people to run their generators after 10 o'clock at night, and they consider the Prius engine cranking up a generator, which it is. And but I've done it in state parks, national parks, never had anybody complain, because you can't hardly hear it. Or you can't. I don't think anybody can hear it 10 feet away. And does it work? Hell yes, it does. And so anyway, enjoy your Prius camping. I mean, it is a great thing to do, and it's easy, quick. Again, the way I don't cook. I take an ice chest, put stuff in, and then every other day I just reload, and that works fine for me. Other people may want to have a campfire and cook, all that kind of thing. That's fine. But if you really want to keep it simple, put a little ice chest in there, put your stuff in there, and just replenish it as you're traveling every other day. You can get an ice chest. Mine is It's supposed to be 5 days on the ice. It's not. It usually you can get, the most you get 3 days. And if it's really hot in the summer, yeah, 3 is about it. But anyway, Arizona camping, I haven't done a lot in Arizona. I may this year, as a matter of fact, and we'll see. But anyway, Real Men's Channel, thank you for your comment. Anybody else want to leave a comment, please do. I try to respond to them either in a video or by clicking on the comment. There's a way to reply. I don't know how well that works. I haven't got any feedback on that. But yeah, leave a comment. Also, if you're interested in any of these things that I talk about, subscribe. It's on there somewhere. And yeah, the views are picking up. I think I mentioned I'm over about 1,000 views now on all my videos, which is great. And I've got about 10 subscribers, which I did have 0. Now I got 10. So things are, and I enjoy it. It gives me something to do. Again, I'm retired, so this just gives me something to do. I'm sitting here on my patio right now, and you can see my RV right behind me. That's my home. I don't pull it anymore, or I haven't. I haven't in a long time, and the reason is if I go camping now, it's just so much easier to go camping in the Prius. Much more economical, much more flexible. And it's so much easier. You're just cruising down the highway in a car. You're not pulling something behind you. Pulling an RV or even driving a motorhome just wears you out. It does. When you pull in to get gas, you got to be careful. You pull in to get groceries, somebody parks behind you, you're wedged in. With a Prius, boom, you're out of there. So be that as it may, this is May the 10th, 2016. This is Rusty 78609 in Texas, and my channel is Rusty 78609. Wasn't that brilliant? Isn't that just, you can't imagine how I came up with that name. But be that as it may, y'all enjoy your day. Thumbs up to you guys. Give me a thumbs up. I don't know why. But subscribe, leave a comment, enjoy your day. Check out some of my other videos. You might like them. Bye-bye.